So a family in Las Vegas claims to see aliens after reports of something falling from the sky. They claim the object lands in their backyard and they see 8 to 10 foot tall creatures exit the fallen spacecraft.
It is the police call everybody will be talking about. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Denise Valdez.
I'm Brian Loftus. A family says something crashed into their backyard, prompting them to call 911, saying they saw creatures walking around.
Our 8 News Now investigators digging into this for weeks now. And tonight, our David Sharns with the video you will only see on 8 News Now. David?
Right, Denise, sources telling the 8 News Now investigators that several agencies believe something landed or crashed. Whether it was non-humans or not, it certainly scared the people living on this property. Now, before we show you that video, listen to their call for help.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot.
I mean, I'm curious why you didn't tell them that they saw an object fall from the sky, land in their backyard, and then these aliens appear. The way he's talking about it, the person probably assumes that it's just people that broke into their backyard.
9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes,
okay.
like I can't explain it, and big mouth.
She obviously does not believe what they're saying. She was like, okay, with no concern or care whatsoever. I mean though, when you see, if you do actually see aliens, I mean if you see something that you really can't explain, it's hard. It's definitely hard to describe them in words and stuff, and to get someone else to actually believe you.
They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Okay.
But this guy has no emotion in his voice whatsoever. You think somebody that is seeing aliens in their backyard would be a little bit more freaked out than oh hey, I'm seeing aliens in my backyard. Can you come send some cops? Blah blah blah.
Well, the 8 News Now investigators obtaining video as officers then responded to the call you just heard. You'll see the officers also saw something in the sky that night, but the big question is, what was it, and is it all connected?
Leave her alone.
It's almost midnight on May 1st when a Las Vegas Metro Police officer's body cam catches this, something flashing low in the sky.
911.
It could just be a meteorite or something. I mean, meteorites do enter the Earth atmosphere quite often.
Emergency.
Minutes later,
there's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
someone calls 911 reporting 2 large figures in their backyard.
No, I'm so nervous right now.
The 8 News Now investigators obtaining another officer's video as he's sent to the Northwest Valley home.
I have butterflies, bro. Everyone saw a shooting star, then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
By now, it's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big, that's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but
So, okay, so the guy saying his families had seen the object fall. Cops are saying they've seen an object. I mean, and it's also obviously captured on camera that there is an object, but is it actually like an alien spacecraft? I mean, so far there's no evidence of that yet.
Metro blacked out that part of the video because it's considered private property. What's clear?
Okay, though, couldn't the the property owners, be like, hey, yeah, we will sign a release form letting this bit of our property be shown publicly so that, we can show that what we're saying is not like crazy nonsense because, hey, I mean, they are claiming they have actual evidence of an alien spacecraft.
They're taking this call seriously.
Hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Asking others what they saw.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
That investigation turning up no concrete answers as of Wednesday. Whatever or whoever fell into that yard, long gone within minutes.
Oh, hey, if those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself.
If the 9-foot beasts come back, don't call us. Deal with it yourself. Okay, so they went to the backyard. They didn't find any aliens. What about the object that they were in that crash landed to Earth? Is there still evidence of that? Did the aliens take it with them? I mean, they should find a pretty large spacecraft, especially if these aliens are like 10 feet tall. That means the spacecraft to house them would have to be pretty large. So, I mean, why can't you show body cam of that? Because, if they have actual evidence, it would be awesome to see evidence of alien technology and have definitive proof that aliens are visiting the Earth.
I ain't dealing with that.
So yeah, this is quite weird, Brian was saying as we're watching this story. Now, we've been in contact with the family in that video, and as you heard in that 911 call, they seem very reasonable and honestly quite scared as you heard them in the call. No, they don't seem impaired in any way, and whatever crashed by the time that police got there was gone, but sources say that there's really no dispute. Something was in their yard. Exactly what? We do not know.
I mean, it's so interesting. So, like, the Metro officer sees something, the neighbor sees something. I mean, so what could it be?
Well, we know that there are obviously a lot of military bases around this area. George Knapp covers a lot of that stuff for us on the 80s Now Investigators. We're showing you drone video from above that area. And we know, of course, Creech not far away, Nellis Air Force Base not far. I checked in with them. They say they are not involved at all, and we are waiting to hear from the Pentagon as well.
I mean, if it's a secret project that the military is doing, they're probably not going to tell the citizens that they're doing a secret project so that, information about it doesn't get, like, spread around. There are a lot of times where UFOs are spotted around military bases, and that's because they're doing secret projects, and people end up spotting them and saying something. Sometimes the military will run with it, claiming that it is also some kind of UFO or something, and it's order to help. It's in order to help sow a little bit of disinformation and misinformation so that, enemies don't find out about the secret project, like with the stealth bomber that we have now.
And you talked to these people. It seemed completely legitimate to you. And do you have any personal thoughts on maybe what it was?
Right. So it seems from talking to our sources that something happened. There was obviously some flash in the sky. A lot of people saw it that night on the night of April 30th, early in the morning on May 1st. Did that exact thing land in their yard? I don't know. But these people said they saw some SUV circling the area. Could this have been some piece of equipment that malfunctioned? Maybe they saw something and then someone came. I can't believe we're talking about this.
Right.
Someone came and retrieved it from the backyard in the SUV. We don't know. This all comes as a former high-level intelligence officer, a veteran, was on News Nation talking about how there is a program where the government collects some unidentified objects. So this might be that.
I'm curious if he's talking about the NASA program. There's NASA and Arrow. NASA is working on declassified documents to see if what UAPs are and if if they're actually aliens or what kind of phenomenon it is. And Arrow's working on the classified documents. What the government has still stored that, isn't publicly available yet. Probably eventually it will become declassified. The United States did have, Project Blue Book, where they were previously investigating UFOs and various other paranormal phenomena to see if they exist. With Project Blue Book, like 10% of the events that they were investigating they couldn't explain. But that still doesn't mean aliens. It just means at the time they didn't have the available knowledge to explain it.
We just don't know. We're going to work to find out, though.
And
Brian
no
Dean.
substances. They were looking at clear eyes.
Very interesting.
Not big buggy eyes, though. Like